Hello there folks, welcome to RRTV's live coverage of the Dirt Division. Search for Team Australia finals, and it's going to be a fantastic night of racing. A bit later on tonight we will see a 30-lap feature race here with the winner taking home $150 Australian, and it's going to be something to look forward to. But of course last night we had the heats run, and we're going to go and have a look at those now so you can get up to date with all the action here at Eldora Speedway. So as they come through the final corner, it is all Lewis Hewitt in the 666. He will take the win, followed by Scott Butler in the 94, second, third. Okay, so as the field grids up, let's go through the grid for Heat 1 here. So on the inside we have Tim Ryan in the number 98. On the outside of him will be the 15th of Josh Arthur. Starting out of the second row tonight is Jordan McDonald in the number 9, and on the outside of him is the 151 of Wayne Pengilly. Starting in the third row tonight, on the inside is the 66 of Daniel Stevens, and on the outside is the number 2 of Brad Smedley. Waiting for the safety car to come in, and we will be racing here at Eldora very shortly. But as we see, the safety car is just about ready to bring these guys in, and then we're going to have a bit of racing here. 8 laps around Eldora, folks. And we'll see how the boys work out who's going to take the podium tonight. But we can just see now the 98. We're waiting for Tim Ryan to go. He'll wait for that safety car to peel in. It does. He's off. And a great start there by Tim Ryan in the number 98. He got a great jump there. Josh Arthur on the outside of Jordan McDonald. Jordan's right behind him. Then we have Daniel Stevens. He's managed to jump Wayne Pengilly in the 151. And Brad Smedley in the number 2 brings up the rear. Meanwhile, up front it is all Tim Ryan as they start lap number 2 with Josh Arthur and Jordan McDonald. Josh takes the low line there. Jordan went a bit high, so got a very good run off the corner. But 66 and the 151 continue to battle it out here. But as they come through for lap 3, it is all Tim Ryan at the moment, Josh Arthur, and then Jordan McDonald. Let's jump on board with Jordan and we'll do a lap around here at Eldora so you can just see how busy these boys are. So as they reach the halfway mark, we've got Tim Ryan leading Josh Arthur. There's been no change there in the top 3. Further back, Daniel Stevens and Wayne Pengilly continue to go at it. Wayne just getting a little bit high there, but still trying to take it to him. Now he goes very high. That's not going to help him one bit. But let's jump back up to the front as Tim Ryan tries to get that high line working now. Only a couple more laps to go here with Josh Arthur going for the low line, and to come through the final corner it is all Tim Ryan, followed by Josh Arthur in second. Third will be Jordan McDonald. So let's go through the final finishing positions of Heat 1. So the win goes to the number 98 of Tim Ryan, led it from start to finish. Josh Arthur, he finishes in second, followed by Jordan McDonald in third. Fourth, Daniel Stevens, in the number 66. He jumped the 151 of Wayne Pengilly for fourth and fifth. And the number 2 of Brad Smedley, he finishes in 6th position. Okay, so let's have a look at Heat 2 here tonight. So the 666 of Lewis Hewitt, he will start from the pole position with the 94 next to him, Butler. On the second row is the number 7 of Roger Clark with 11 Darren Brumfield behind him. In the third row tonight is the 83 Shannon Adamson, and 6 is Kaylin Arthur. As we go racing here for Heat 2 at Eldora, and we can see at the moment the number 6 Lewis Hewitt, he has got the lead, followed by Scott Butler in second. Third is Roger Clark going on the low line there. Better watch himself because David Brumfield on the 11 is trying to challenge. Further back though is the number 83 of Shannon Adamson, and he's defending from Kalen Arthur as Kalen gets a really good run on the inside here. Is he going to make that stick? Not quite yet, as the 83 Shannon Adamson goes very high and Kalen takes that position. A bit of a wobble, but he gathers it back up and Kalen moves up to 5th position. Meanwhile, up front, it is the 666 of Scott Butler, followed by, the 666 of Lewis Hewitt, followed by Scott Butler in 2nd in the 94. Roger Clark, he's still coming under pressure here from David Brumfield, but so far he has his measure. And then Kalen, he's trying to get a gap now on the 83 of Shannon Adamson. The gap out front, though, is continuing to stretch as a 666 has led this from start to finish once again and continues to dominate. But Scott Butler, he is throwing everything he possibly can at him, trying to get that inside line working for him. Not quite fast enough yet. And Roger Clark is just starting to lose touch on the front too. The number 11, though, Brumfeld, he is closing, but I'm not sure if he's going to have enough to take him. Only 8 laps here at Eldora and 32 Kalen Arthur. But meanwhile, up front, it is all Lewis Hewitt as they come through the final corner. It is all Lewis Hewitt in the 666. He will take the win, followed by Scott Butler in the 94. 2nd, 3rd is Roger Clark. So let's go through the final positions for Heat 2 here tonight. So the 666 takes the win. That's Lewis Hewitt, followed by the 94 of Scott Butler in 2nd. 3rd, Roger Clark in the number 7. 4th tonight was Darren Brumfield in the number 11. And then Kalen Arthur in the number 32 moves up to 5th, pushing the 83 of Shannon Adamson down to 6th position.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing the guys get after it. It's a bit of a new format, new event, and yeah, go to see how they go. Yeah, she's going to be slippery, and yeah, they'll be really trying to look after the throttle control to go forward. And yeah, it's a real driver's track when they go slick. You just can't keep it flat in the bucket and steer it. You've actually got to put a bit of thought into what you're doing with your right foot. Yeah, I've been around them a little while. I wouldn't say experienced, but yeah, we certainly have a go at it. Yeah, I suppose with the sim, you know, you got pretty much an unlimited amount of laps you can do to practice, and sort of on race night in a real deal, you're sort of thrown straight in and let's go from the moment you hit the track. But main difference would be that they still haven't got the ruts and cushion happening in iRacing as yet. I hear it's coming, but yeah, sort of you get a pretty consistent, smooth track at the moment, which I hear might be changing soon. Yeah, just had a few difficulties here getting the vision up back again. yeah, a big track like this probably wouldn't be a lot of break. You know, I'm far from the fastest guy on here, so there'd probably be people that disagree. But yeah, it'd be a lot of throttle control and just trying to get as much power down as quick as possible. Look, I think they'll be looking more at the track conditions. Tonight will be a fresh night. You sort of look at who's around you, and most of these guys have raced each other before and sort of know what to expect. But in saying that, yeah, you don't know what their form was in the other heat. Yeah, just got to get after it and try not to worry about what they're doing. Yeah, there'll certainly be some interesting battles, and seeing that Joel Berkeley was on the nomination list for tonight, so he's one you definitely can't rule out. He can win from anywhere on the track. Yeah, it's good to see Matt's trying to achieve something to make this all next level, and it's obviously very new, and only time will tell the community gets behind it, or yeah. Yeah, just middle of the week, trying to get a bit of car prep done, so it's it didn't really work into my schedule, but yeah, glad to pop in and have a go at the other side of the fence. Yeah, look, I was very rusty. It's my first time out in probably 12 months. A few problems with the brakes on the car, so I couldn't really get the power down early in the night and a difficult track. Yeah, the two cars finished inside the top 10, which is a good result in the feature race, so we're pretty happy with that. Yeah, my car will probably have about 825 to 850 horsepower, and I'm assuming the in-game ones will be closer to 900. Short track with short gearing, they're a little bit more lively when you're in the real thing, and obviously it's a bit more scary when you're bolted into the thing, but yeah, they sort of get the wheels up a bit more than on here, but short gearing is a big part of that. Hey Bernie, if you can hear me, there's just a message here that you can't be heard on the stream.
Ah, bloody hell. Okay, got it. Well, that was the best commentary I've done again in 25 minutes. We've covered so much stuff and they couldn't hear any of it. So basically, folks, let's go over it. We've got a 30-lap race coming up very, very shortly here at Eldora. Winner takes all. The winner will take $150 first prize. Second prize here tonight, the winner will take $35, third prize $15, and of course all top three of these boys, whoever they are, will also get a free entry in one of the V2R e-tournaments, which is one of the sponsors here tonight. So we're very lucky to have our sponsors. Payday V2R Esports has joined us, Super F Series Spares, and of course dirtdivision.com.au. They're the people behind this series. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got 3 minutes to race start here, folks. We've got next coming up, we're going to do the national anthem, and I hope you all stand up for that. And then after that, we're going to come back and we're going to call the grid here for the 30-lap race. So if everyone could be upstanding now for the national anthem, I would appreciate it. Are you standing, Dan?
Sure, mate.
So there you go, folks. Thank you for paying respect to the Australian National Anthem here tonight. The guys are just doing their final preparations. We're going to be going racing extremely shortly. And, of course, 30 laps, as we said before, winner takes all here tonight. There will be race control and we will have yellows if there's a big enough incident. So that should make for some pretty exciting racing all around. So we can see the cars will be gridding up here very shortly, but let's go over and take a look at our grid tonight here, folks. So starting on the inside in row 1, we have Roger Clark in the number 7. He's joined on the outside of row 1, the number 9, Jordan McDonald. Starting out of the second row on the inside, we have the number 94 of Scott Butler. On the outside is Josh Arthur in the 15. Starting in the third row tonight is Lewis Hewitt in the 666, and Tim Ryan, the number 98, will start next to him. Keep an eye on those two. They're the favourites for tonight, folks. Daniel Stevens will start in the fourth row in the 66 on the inside, and Darren Brumfeld will start in the number 11 in row 4 on the outside. Looking further down the grid here, folks, on row 5 we've got Wayne Pengilly in the 151, and he's joined on the grid by Callan Arthur in the number 32. Brad Smedley, he will start on the inside on row 6, and on the outside of him is the 83 of Shannon Adamson. Daniel Gale will be joining us tonight on row 7, as well as Joel Berkeley in the outside. And bringing up the rear, we have the unknowns here tonight. Kyle Madden in the 169 and starting in the inside of row 8, and the Jack Goodyear, in the 777. Fireworks are getting me on the outside. So that's our grid here tonight at Eldora. So the guys are getting ready for this race. It's going to be an interesting one. Who do you think's going to take this, Dan?
Look, I can't look past Joel Berkeley. I've run a lot online with him, and yeah, I've seen him come from the back, and you think you've got one in the bag, and he just, he appears with 5 or 10 to go, and he's very hard to hold off. So he's my tip for this one.
Okay, we'll see how we go. I'm going for Tim Ryan at the moment. We'll see what Tim can do here. We're just waiting now for the pace car, I guess we call it, Speedway, to come in, the number 6. He's going to have control of this race. And here we go, 30 laps at Eldora, folks, and a nice clean start. And already we can see, who's that? Number 84 has taken the lead here. And it's going so quick. That's Scott Butler at the moment taking the lead. Josh Arthur's second in the number 15, trying the high line. He's going for the undercut now. Further back, though, we've got number 6, Roger Clark, and already Roger Clark into the wall hard, and that's going to bring out our first yellow. The 83 is also involved in that, Dan, and I'm trying to get the other number. It's one of the TTL entries.
A bit hard to make out from the angle I got here at the moment.
Just going to have a look at this in super slow-mo just to see where they came together. So he got into the back of the 15 at the start. We've got Jordan McDonald on the outside of him as they come back into the next corner here. Keep an eye on the number 6. That's Roger Clark. We'll just see what happens. Coming up high, we've got the 98, and it looks like there was almost contact there. But I think he's pretty much done it all on himself. He's just got it off that line right up in the dirt, and I think he's just come down onto the number 9. That's Jordan McDonald, and that's where it's all started.
Yeah, pretty violent wreck there in the end. Yeah, a couple of cars there with nowhere to go.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's going to be pretty expensive repair bills, that's for sure. But that car, that's a 666, which we've got, and unfortunately, that is Lewis Hewitt. He was one of the favourites coming into this race tonight.
Yeah, it's a shame to see that in that way for these guys. Nobody wants to go out in the first couple of laps.
No, definitely not, that's for sure, and only 4 laps down on this race, folks. We've had Joel Berkeley did not take to the grid tonight to start, nor did Kyle Madden, so they did not take the grid. As we said, the cars in trouble after that is Cullen, Arthur, Roger Clark, Lewis Hewitt, but we're racing once again as another car is into the wall on the high line. I think that might have been Jordan McDonald. No, it wasn't. It was actually Scott Butler into the wall up there. He's gathered it up. But meanwhile, down front, we have Josh Arthur taking the lead on the outside. Tim Ryan now chasing him down as they take that low line. Right behind them is Scott Butler at the moment, followed by Jordan McDonald right behind him. And at the moment, Tim Ryan, Josh Arthur going side by side here. Nothing is splitting them, Dan. And it's very exciting racing here at Eldora.
Yeah, it's good to see 2 guys going at it. From the outset, it's it's a lot to keep up over a long race, but it's definitely exciting for the spectators.
Yeah, it certainly is. And we're going to jump on board here with Josh Arthur, just so you get a bit of a feel exactly what it's like to be on a sprint car around here at Eldora. You can just see how close he is as he gets it all crossed up. He's going to have to watch it. He could even get it in the wall here.
Yeah, that's high risk, high reward stuff, but yeah, it's cutting it close.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, who was that? I think that was Jock Goodyer there, tried a slide job on him and didn't quite pull it off, but now side by side with Jordan McDonald and Josh Arthur, and my goodness, they're trying to go 3 wide down here with Jordan McDonald not taking any prisoners, and Jock Goodyer has got into the 15. Won't bring out a safety car yet, folks, but meanwhile, let's look up front because Tim Ryan has started to bolt, and he's got that ERT car tuned in. He's got a gap of 4 seconds over Scott Butler in second. Then we've got Jordan McDonald third. Jock Goodyer is in fourth. Looks like Jordan's starting to flash a bit. You'll have to watch that. And then we've got down here in 15, Josh Arthur and Darren Brumfeld going at it.
Yeah, I'm impressed by Scott Butler. He's got that thing working nice on the high line and he's chipping away.
Yeah, so I guess what he's doing on that high line, he's searching, isn't he? There's no point pretty much following Tim on the same line. He's got to find somewhere that he could get some sort of advantage here.
Yeah, that's right. He's just got to sit back there and try and run a different part of the track to Tim, because if you range up on him, you got to find that way around, but not show your hand too early.
Yeah, and he's pretty much keeping that gap at 0.4 of a second. 14 laps to go here, folks. It's going to count down very quickly at 13 seconds a lap. You can just see Tim there. He went very deep, comes up high, where Scott's technique is to stay right up on this high line and see if he can get that to work for him.
Yeah, if you can keep the momentum up there, it'll you can certainly have a go if Tim gets in that slick down.
Yeah, so they're coming up to lap some traffic here, folks, and that traffic is Daniel Stevens in the number 66. He goes down one lap. The drivers that did not recover from that first incident, Roger Clark, Lewis Hewitt, Callan Arthur, all out of this race, folks. We're down to 10, as we can see now, the number 94 going down on the inside. That's Scott Butler trying to get past his teammate here of Daniel Stevens. Daniel goes high, forcing Scott to take the low line. And I don't think Scott likes running the low line too much.
No, the top seem to be working with him, and unfortunately the gap's pulled out there from having to negotiate the lap car.
Yeah, quite a big gap now forming, but if we go down, we can see Jordan McDonald. He's just out of the top three. He's probably 2 seconds down from Jock Goodyer. Jock came from the back of the pack, unknown quantity here, and he's sitting in third position at the moment, unchallenged. Going further down the field, we have Wayne Pengilly here. He's battling it out with Josh Arthur. Wayne takes a high line. Josh is taking the low line. We'll see what Wayne can do as he tries for the undercut. They do contact slightly, and they continue on here. 7 laps remaining. This is final is going down to the last remaining laps for these two, as we can hear another car into the wall in the background, but no yellow.
Yeah, it's setting up for a exciting finish if Scott can reel him back in. The gap's out a bit. Really need a little mistake from Tim to liven it up at the front.
Yeah, we certainly do. That gap now, folks, if we look, Tim Ryan, he's actually coming around now to lap the 15. Josh Arthur was actually battling with him earlier in this race. That's the sort of pace these guys are turning out. But Tim Ryan's really got this race under control. He's pretty much romped away with it once he got to the lead. And unless there's an incident, I can't see them coming anywhere near catching him tonight.
No, it seems there's only 2 laps to go. Yeah, without a mistake or an incident, I think this one's in the book.
It certainly is. As we see Wayne Pengilly going very high up there. Any higher he would have been into the wall. He's trying to get around the 98. That's just trying to get that number. That's Tim Ryan. So Tim's on the low line, our leader. Wayne's up on the high line, bouncing it off the wall. Coming down to the last lap here, it's Tim Ryan. He's going to take the win here at Eldora. He pockets $150. Congratulations, Mr. Tim Ryan. Jock Goodyer, he will come home in second, $35 in his pocket. And Jordan McDonald, he got third, and he's going to pocket $15. So what did you think of that racing there, Dan?
Yeah, it was good while in the middle part there with the 2 leaders. Unfortunately, the gap went out, and yeah, we had to look back in the pack for some tight racing, but it looked like there was some interesting battles out there.
Yeah, it certainly was some interesting battles, and apart from that first incident, as we can hear the fireworks deafening me with that blimp, apart from that first incident, it was a very good hard racing.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought we would have saw more cautions, being that there was a bit on the line tonight, but the guys kept it reasonably clean.
Yeah, and that's what we found in the heats as well. It was very well spread out. The viewers would have seen that in the heats 1 and 2 earlier tonight. But tonight there was a little bit more action, more sprint cars, of course, taking to the track. But I think I picked Tim, didn't I? And I called it. So how's that?
Yeah, typical of my picks. It didn't even make the grid, so maybe I should stick away from picking people because it doesn't seem to be a very good omen.
Yeah, well, I'm very modest, so I'll take that pick and run with it as far as I can for bragging rights. But we've got Matt Hill in the commentary box with us. Matt is the man behind this fantastic series, and no, Matt has disappeared once more. So while we're waiting for the top 3 to come in for a interview, let's have a look at the final results. So as we can see, Tim Ryan, once he got out there, he was unstoppable. He led 23 laps, up 5 positions from where he started. Jock Goodyear, he stormed through the field, up 13 positions to finish in second. And Jordan McDonald, he dropped from second down to third in the number 9. Looking further down the packs, the 94 of Scott Butler is classified 4th, followed by Darren Brumfield in the number 2 and 5th. Shannon Adamson, he finished in 6th, and the 151 of Wayne Pengilly comes home in 7th, up 2 positions. In the number 5 car was Brad Smedley. He settled for 8th. 9th was Daniel Stevens in the 66, and Josh Arthur in the number 15, classified in 10th. 11th tonight was Callan Arthur in the number 32, Roger Clark in the number 6. He finished in 12th and pretty much in the pits. He was also joined in the pits by the 666 of Lewis Hewitt and Joel Berkeley. They were involved in that first incident. Well, Joel Berkeley wasn't. He did not start, and neither did Kyle Madden. So it looks like Jock Goodyear, he got the biggest mover award here tonight as well.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. 15th for second. You can't go much higher than that without getting the top spot. So yeah, it was a good go. Certainly was.
The fastest lap here tonight, folks, the 98 of Tim Ryan takes that, and his fastest lap 13.836. But we've got the guys down in the green room waiting to come up for an interview. We're going to start in third, and we're going to bring them up. First off the blocks is Jordan McDonald. We'll bring him in now. Hi Jordan, welcome to the RRTV Combox, mate, and congratulations, 3rd spot tonight here, beating out another 15 or 14 other competitors. Looks pretty full on out there. What was it like for you?
Yeah, g'day Bernie. It was a little, to be honest, I haven't done a lot of sprint car running, so it was quite nerve-wracking running the wall that close that I did. I don't know if you guys seen, but I clipped it a couple of times, which is a little bit hairy. I had to make sure I got out of the gas pretty quick, otherwise it was going to be end of race for me. Yeah, the 3rd place, I didn't really like that. Lag. Yeah, I didn't expect it to come like that, but unfortunate for Scotty to run out of fuel. I don't know if he was 2nd or 3rd when he ran out, but yeah, it was definitely a good race, and just unfortunate Scotty ran out of fuel, really.
Okay, yeah, we were wondering what happened to him because you were sitting back there in 4th, a fair ways down, but obviously you've answered it. But they were talking about tonight the track being slicker than last night. Did you find the conditions out there much different?
Very different. Anyone that's done dirt racing would know kind of how slick that track was. It was a strange track. Like you could run the middle through. I think it was 1 and 2. You could run the middle a wee bit. But up the top is where I was just getting comfortable with. So I was just running up there and trying to keep her out of the wall. But from last night, the track was completely different.
Yeah, I think it caught a few people by surprise because we did see a few people up almost into that wall and sort of bouncing off it. I think we saw you having a close call, as you said, and even at the start of the race, it looked like it was every man for himself out there for the first couple of laps.
Yeah, I actually got caught. I got a bit of a surprise when a few of the guys in front got a bit loose, and I was just trying to hold my line because it was so slick. Like top or bottom really was all you could run, and like when you got cars trying to go on the top of you and got cars trying to go down the bottom, you're just trying to hold on and pray for the best, really, because it can end pretty quickly when someone spins right in front of you. It's these cars, when you get on the brakes, they just pull hard left and want to put you in the inside fence. So it's just about trying to manage your incidents and make sure you don't get caught up in everyone's dramas.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, once again, congratulations, Jordan. Do you have any sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank EMR Industries, Furniture Hub, Seals Winslow, Till Freight, and our new sponsor, Virtual Reality, or partner as I call it, for coming on board and supporting our team, and everyone obviously at Phoenix Sim Sports for all their support that they give me with the dirt and whatnot. And thanks to you guys for doing the live broadcast.
Yeah, well, congratulations also. I think you pocket, $15 as well as a free entry into one of the EV2R esports tournaments. I think that is your prize tonight. But Matt might be able to correct me. He's just dropped into the box here.
Yes, mate. Yeah, you've got third prize, which was $15, and a free entry into one of virtual2reality.tv is tournaments hosted by payday.gg.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. And thanks to Matt for putting on the awesome event. It was good to see some numbers for this event.
Yeah, it was excellent. Anyway, thanks, Jordan. We'll go to the number 2 for an interview now.
Cheers, mate.
So, folks, the number 2 finishing person here tonight was the number 7 of Jock Goodyear. He was an unknown quantity, coming in. We haven't seen him run here at Eldora this week. And I tell you what, Matt, he has come out from the back and stormed through the field.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he started in last position, didn't he? It was last position?
Yeah, pretty much. And we've got the man in here in the com box, Jock Goodyear. We're calling you the unknown quantity tonight. Congratulations, up 13 positions, stormed through the field to come home in second. That was an awesome drive, mate.
Yeah, thanks. I just needed one more caution because Tim was just so far gone. If we had one more, it would have been real good, like sliders and everything. But I don't know, I'll take second. I couldn't really run yesterday, but Matt was lucky enough to let me run, so that's awesome. And yeah.
So I don't know much about your iRacing background. What is your favourite? Are you a speedway driver primarily, or what's your niche as far as iRacing goes?
Yeah, I'm just this is what I race in real life, so this is why I'm on here, just having some fun, and yeah.
Fantastic. Well, it was an awesome drive. I'll just see if Danny Vassal here has any questions for you. Have you got any questions for Jock, Danny?
Yeah, I might just throw the question you pointed at me earlier about the differences between the iRacing dirt stuff and the real life stuff. Jock's a guy that I've been watching with a bit of intent. He's certainly rising through the ranks pretty quickly. He might be able to give some good feedback on what it was like.
Well, iRacing, it's the track, how the track changes is very realistic, like how where you run it'll slicken off and everything. But the car handling, it was better last build, but they're getting there, and every build they're going, it's getting better, and the cushion and how that reacts, and I don't know, they're getting there. It's getting close.
Yeah, do you find that the lack of ruts and the cushion to be a big factor in the way that the car's handling different from real life, or?
Yes, yeah, that's right. It needs to be there to make it be real life. They need to make a few more ruts and make the cushion more so you can feel it and that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about how many times you've found the cushion, but in my own career, I've sort of tripped over it plenty of times, and she's a hard thing to run, not like on here.
Yeah, correct.
Fantastic, Jock. Thanks for that insight into what it's like on iRacing compared to a real-life sprint car here. But, of course, second, you take some prizes, and I'm going to hand you over to my prize person, and that is Matt Hill. What does Jock Goodyear take home with him, Matt?
Well, Bernie, he takes home $35, a free entry into B2R's next event, or any event that suits Jock. And just for the hard charging that he's done today, I'm going to throw in a custom paint job on any car he wants.
Oh,
Fair.
sweet. Thanks for that, Matt.
That's awesome. And I tell you what, we had some of Matt's graphics up here in the overlays tonight, and you do an awesome job there, Matt. So, but anyway, it's all about Jock. So, Jock, have you got any sponsors you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, like I just got to thank my whole team, TTL, Esports, Ash Media, Down Under Graphics, SimSpec Engineering, and just like everyone on our team for all the time and effort they put into it.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for popping in, mate, and hopefully we'll see you on the Speedway track again soon.
Will do. Thank you.
So, folks, that was Jock Goodyer. He came second tonight, up 13 positions, stormed from the back of the field, and I tell you what, Matt, that is no mean feat.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I knew it was going to be good. I've seen him race before. I've raced against him before, but to come from the back and finish in second, that's I think that's worthy of a bit of an extra prize. And yeah, I'll throw a paint job at him if he wants it. Happy to do it for him.
Yeah, fantastic. And, of course, when you've done that paint job, give us a look at it and we'll throw it up on the RRTV page so the viewers can have a look at it as well.
Will do, Bernie.
Fantastic. Well, let's go to the man I picked, and I'm going to just take some of that credit for his driving, even though I was just talking about it, and that is Tim Ryan, and we'll bring him in now. Hi, Tim. Welcome to the RRTV Combox, mate. Congratulations taking the win here tonight. It looked like once you got in the lead, you pretty much did not look back.
Yeah, cheers, Bernie. That was the plan. Race started off pretty well. Just tried to miss the first lap carnage, if you probably call it. But yeah, once I got through that, I was a lot more relaxed throughout the rest of the race.
Yeah, of course, you had to get through a little bit of traffic up the front, but once you did, that gap started at 0.4 of a second, then slowly increased. I think by the end, you were about 5.3 seconds ahead of Jock Goodyer. So at what point in the race did you think you had this in the bag?
Oh, I wouldn't say in the bag with how slick the track was, Bernie. It was definitely tough to run around. Like, I think the fastest line would have been against the fence, but I knew with a little bit of a buffer that I just wanted to run the middle of the track just for a little bit of safety. And then coming up onto lap traffic that last few laps, I was just trying to be as patient as I can.
Yeah, so speaking of slick, how much different has this track changed tonight compared to the heats that we ran last night?
Yeah, absolutely. With the slick track, it's a lot more difficult to drive. The car's got a lot less grip, especially wheel spin wise, so you got to really manage your throttle. See, whereas yesterday we would have been about 100% throttle for most of the race, whereas for most of the lap year I only would have been flat out for probably 75% of it.
Okay. So we've also got Danny Vassell in the Combox with me tonight. Danny, have you got any questions for Tim?
Yeah, just watching that gap in the early laps, you had Scott Butler putting a bit of pressure on you there. Was he faster, or was you just trying to manage the gap, or what was going on there?
Yeah, Scott was really quick this meeting, so I was just, once I got the lead, just kept an eye on the relative just to see what the pace was like, and then just head down and wires forward.
Yeah, because I noticed when he ranged up, you sort of come up and started running where he was, and we unfortunately with the lap car getting there, we didn't get to see that showdown between you guys, but it was good racing by the both of you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. What about you, Matt? Do you have any more questions before we get you to tell Tim what he takes home tonight?
No questions. I just want to thank Tim. He's one of the guys that he's very active in the Facebook chat room I've got there. Basically, when I'm setting these races up, I basically ask the drivers what they would like to see, and Tim's one of the most active on there, and really helps out with the decisions on where we should go to try and get more people involved. So I'll thank Tim for that.
Fantastic. And, of course, Tim, tonight, do you want to tell him, Matt? I think he pockets, $150?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tim, you have earned yourself $150 tonight thanks to Super F Series spares. I will transfer that to you as soon as possible. And I have a child on my lap that would like to say hello too.
Yeah, cheers, Matt. I'd like to thank Super F Spares for coming on board as a sponsor, because without them, events like this wouldn't happen. And I really hope going forward that a lot of the drivers can support these and become a bit more of a regular thing. I think the bunch of guys we had in today, well, only 16 cars, it was a good start, and I think we had a lot of respect and a lot of good laughs to shoot.
Yeah, it's definitely got promises of something special in the making, that's for sure. But Tim, before we let you go, have you got any team sponsors you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank, as usual, Logitech G. They're a massive supporter of ours. Also, Joel Real Timing, awesome software. GTI for their brake springs, and a massive shout out to Motum Simulations. They're a new company that's come on board. They're based out in Victoria, and they've got a awesome 6-axis simulation little rig there. So yeah, I'd like to thank them for coming on board and helping out the team.
Fantastic. Well, once again, mate, congratulations on taking that win. Also, the fastest lap you set was a 13.836 in race trim. So fantastic. We'll let you go so you can celebrate with your team.
Cheers, Bernie.
So, Matt, the search for Team Australia, the first event, is run and won. What are your final thoughts on how tonight went?
From my point of view, I was watching the race live from my seat, and I've seen a lot of good drivers here. I can't wait to double or even triple the amount of drivers we have in this. But one step at a time. We're going to start fishing for some sponsors and seeing what sort of people want to support this, and to get to our main goal of competing in international events overseas, and putting bums in real seats. We want to see people migrate from the simulators into real life sprint cars. So we're going to be working very hard on that. And thanks to you guys for doing a good job tonight. I think we've got something to put together and show the sponsors and get them on board to help.
Fantastic. And it's a new concept, isn't it, of having entry, or more importantly, prize money involved. And I guess that's just the next evolution of our esport. As it becomes more professional, I guess there's going to be prizes like that put forward. Yeah,
exactly. We're trying to... I'm so surprised that this hasn't really happened yet in the iRacing community. And I've said that a million times, that I cannot believe no one's pushed this into a professional esports category yet. But if we're trying to lead the pack and we're getting to where we need to be to get some guys like the guys you saw tonight into the professional sport, then I think we're doing a good job so far.
Yeah, definitely, and I apologise to the viewers for that glitch at the start. Apparently, Matt, I did the best commentary in the pre-race show possible for the first 20 minutes until someone told me my mic was muted.
Well, it's lucky that sort of thing happens in our first race, Bernie. It's I was expecting a few hiccups on my side as well, and that definitely happened. And we managed to get back on top of it before the race started, and I think it ran relatively smooth compared to what I thought it was going to be when I try something new.
Yeah, well, it's always got teething problems when a new series started, but I think it came together very well indeed. But, folks, that's going to bring us to the end of our broadcast of the Search for Team Australia, brought to you by dirtdivision.com.au, and our sponsors tonight were the payday.gg. We had do you want to tell the viewers? I've forgotten.
Yeah, that's okay, mate. Yeah, I want to thank payday.gg for helping us get to where we need to be in the esports community. Virtual to Reality, Joel is a friend of mine now, and we've been working hard on his series and my series for the last couple of months. Super F Series Spares. Thanks for Adam Staton for sponsoring the prize pool for tonight. And yeah, thanks to you guys for doing a good job broadcasting us. It's we need to look good to get the sponsors in, and yeah, you're doing a great job. Thank you.
Fantastic. And folks, don't go away, because the Speedway action continues coming your way. We're going to be broadcasting the Xfinity Series in the next 40 minutes. Starts at 8:40 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or GMT plus 11. I'm going to have Steve Hoppert in the combox with me to call all that. We're going to have to go a bit easy on Steve, though, because he's a little bit crook, but no, we won't go easy on him. And of course, they're racing at Road Atlanta tonight, so come back at 8:40 p.m. here on RRTV for the pre-race show before we go to the main race for that tonight. But on behalf of Danny Vassell and Matt Hill, I'm Bernie Weemers. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks, and hopefully we'll have your company a bit later. Good night.